Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So I've got XRP up here on the daily, trading right now at about $1.03.5. Not too much movement again since yesterday. We are still seeing this low volume here, right? So not too much trading activity for XRP or for many other cryptocurrencies for that matter. XRP just chopping sideways. It really has been since the end of the summer. I wish I could give you guys more interesting news about price action, but we are just not seeing it. Now, when I zoom out on the XRP chart and I take this fractal pattern from back in 2017, we've noticed some similarities between this fractal pattern and what is going on today. So I've talked about this in numerous videos. I'm just going to drag it over here to what we're seeing right now. And if you guys haven't seen this exercise already, I will show you real quickly. Lining this up, we can see even though the levels have not matched up completely, the structure of this trend is very, very similar, right? We are seeing ups and downs in and around the same times. And even though we did not see 2017 drop as far, for example, as 2021, we are still seeing the similarity of the double bounce, right? Come right back up in here. And this is the point here, right in around here, where we're seeing the similarities catch up. And, now we're seeing, if I zoom in right here over where we are today, now we're seeing those same price structures, those same price levels match up here. So we did see that high. I mean, it is not a perfect carbon copy. Nevertheless, we are now in this phase here. And so in 2017, we did finally see blast off. And now it's only a matter of time, right? We're still waiting on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the bigger story here, right? All eyes are on Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's up to about, earlier this morning, I saw it up to $58,000 again. So let me throw Bitcoin here on the 4 hour, just to give you guys a sense of what I'm seeing for the Bitcoin trend. So on the 4 hour, we are seeing this typical double bottom bounce. We can see that volume has spiked right in and around here. Okay, double bottom bounce for Bitcoin, and that level of support anywhere between $56,000, $57,000. Here, we'll line it up right there. We get rid of that purple line. So we are seeing that support being found on the Bitcoin chart. Usually what happens after a double bounce is that we move to the upside. Don't know how long this is going to take, but we are seeing two important indicators, higher volume and a double bottom on the Bitcoin chart. So, these things take time. In the meantime, we should be paying attention to what is going on. In this case with the SEC, this from Michael here, the SEC will hold a panel discussion regarding crypto and digital asset matters. The discussion will be aimed at ensuring investor protection, which is the commission's main goal. Yeah. Right, says Michael. The SEC will hold a panel regarding crypto and digital asset matters, as I just mentioned. They will also discuss the rapidly changing conditions of the market with the rapid development of new technologies. According to the official discussion page, the panel will be exploring new ways of protecting investors who are willing to receive exposure to the digital assets market. Commissioners will discuss optimization of the currently existing regulatory framework in accordance with a newly formed decentralized market structure. Sounds like the SEC is making progress, albeit very, very slowly. The underlying risk is another topic that the Commission is looking forward to addressing, which includes a discussion of various blockchain and DeFi technologies, crypto-based ETFs, and stablecoins. The market has not yet reacted to the event overall, while it can in fact have a positive outcome for the entire industry. Previously, the SEC stated that it will allow further approval of new products only if it discovers a way to properly regulate these products or the market in which they will function. And they're stating that this is for investor protection. Now, I'm sure many in the XRP community are disagreeing with that wholeheartedly. Nevertheless, this is what is occurring, and I believe that this meeting is happening, December 2nd, so about a week away. We will keep our eyes on that down here in this article, as I should probably reiterate that the market has not seen any moves based on this meeting. As I mentioned just a couple of minutes ago, the market's still very, very flat, but we could see a move based on what we hear on December 2nd. I'll keep an ear out for you guys. Want to keep moving though, this from DJ Peter Vass, U.S. banking regulators to clarify banks' crypto role in 2022. So, that is the official deadline. I talked a little bit about this the other day. In a statement, regulators say they plan to make clear what sort of activities banks can engage in involving cryptocurrency, including holdings in their own balance sheet, issuing stablecoins, and holding crypto assets, and facilitating crypto trading on behalf of their customers. So, some key points here. Banks holding cryptocurrencies on their balance sheets. Is this going to get sorted out for when banks want to/need to hold crypto assets like XRP to facilitate money transfers? I mean, that was one of the ways we were thinking about this before. Now that Ripple has launched their new liquidity hub, this may not be needed anymore, but they will still need to hold crypto assets for many other different purposes. So there are a few things here that they want to focus on and that they want to clarify. I was discussing in some previous videos that it was the Federal Reserve, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, and the OCC, the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, that are really kind of engaging in this dialogue here. While not providing details, the agencies said that rapid growth of cryptocurrency presents potential opportunities and risks for traditional banks. They said regulators want to provide coordinated and timely clarity to the institutions they monitor. Now, those are some key words here that I would be paying attention to: coordinated and timely. Considering the market is where it is right now, you know, in a traditional bull run, maybe they would have been too late to the game. But this is also suggesting, to me at least, that we could see this prolonged bull run. I mean, if they're only getting their ducks in a row now, okay, near the end of the bull run, let's not forget, we have seen the bulls run now since March of 2020. After this dip down here, we have seen nothing but a bull market. I've got Bitcoin up here right now on the daily, but really nothing but upward trajectory for Bitcoin, right? For the rest of the crypto space. And now it's up here, and they're saying into 2022. Okay, so into 2022, which would bring us first quarter of 2022 would be in and around here. This is where they're aiming to see that regulatory clarity. And you don't think with regulatory clarity, institutions aren't going to be jumping in? I mean, that is the whole point of this regulatory clarity. So maybe what they're waiting for is a traditional cycle to play out. Crypto then collapses, the regulatory clarity kicks in, and then maybe this is where institutions are going to buy, or maybe down here. Who knows, really? I mean, I don't have a crystal ball, but I do find this timing very, very peculiar. The agencies have identified a number of areas where additional public clarity is warranted, the agency said, but throughout 2022, and they're making a point of this, throughout 2022, the agencies plan to provide greater clarity on whether certain activities related to crypto assets conducted by banking organizations are legally permissible, and expectations for safety and soundness, customer protection, and compliance with existing laws and regulations. So there's the news on that. 2022, of course, going to be a very interesting year, going to be an interesting year not only for crypto prices, but also for that utility. Those things are going to coincide, which will ultimately give the real important cryptocurrencies value. Therefore, huge price discovery. That's just my opinion on that. Also want to bring this up, guys, from DJ Peter Vass. Something else that should be noted: big US investment banks are doubling down on their Bitcoin exposure. So this particular one is Morgan Stanley, the fourth largest investment bank, bought more Grayscale Bitcoin trusts into a number of its investment funds, filings with the SEC revealed. The Grayscale Bitcoin Trust launched in September of 2013, and it operates with the goal of providing investors access to Bitcoin in a managed vehicle. And so just down here, they're giving you the numbers. The Inside Fund increased its GBTC holdings from 928,51,000 shares at the end of June to 1.5 million approximately by the end of September. That was a good time to buy Bitcoin, obviously. What Morgan Stanley, though, is saying about Bitcoin, Morgan Stanley's deepening exposure to the biggest crypto is reflective of the firm's changed stance towards digital currencies. In the company's third quarter earnings call, CEO James Gorman said crypto is not a fad and will not go away. Here's a quote: "I don't know what the value of Bitcoin should be or shouldn't be, but these things aren't going away. And the blockchain technology supporting it is obviously very real and powerful." He went on to add that Morgan Stanley isn't directly trading crypto for retail clients. So note that, not trading crypto for their retail clients. So they're not actually delving into the nitty gritty of holding pure crypto assets, but instead giving them access to buy crypto through various funds like GBTC. For us, honestly, it's just not a huge part of the business demand from our clients, and that may evolve and will evolve with it. So the CEO of Morgan Stanley, James Gorman, seeing the future for cryptocurrency, keeping an open mind. We're watchful of it, we're respectful, and we'll wait to see how the regulators handle it. So that is very important, and why I think we should be keeping our eye on December 2nd, and also how these organizations, namely the Federal Reserve, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, and the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, are going to be looking at cryptocurrencies and the decisions they make by 2022. Quarter one of 2022 is looking very, very interesting, guys. Not just for the spec market that I think you and I have been waiting for such a long time, but also for this regulatory clarity, because this is really going to have a dramatic effect, more so than any speculative reason, for where the market will go next. And so we got to be prepared for this. So thanks to DJ Peter Vass. I got another one here from T-Hole Benedict XRP. BFC Pay by BFC Group was released. We have to remember BFC was acquired by the new owners of Ripple Customer Finabler. Now they're called Wiz Financial. Subsidiaries of Finabler include UAE Exchange, UMoney, TravelX, Express Money, Remit to India, Ditto, and Switch. And so here's what's going on, guys. BFC Payments announced the launch of its new and powerful BFC Pay app. The enhanced app has a digital wallet that includes easy account openings using eKYC, so this company can know their clients electronically, and can load money or receive your salary directly to a mobile wallet. And so this is part of the use case. This is part of the application that I think a lot of people want to see. Being able to get paid fairly instantly. You know, people used to get a paycheck every 2 weeks. We could possibly see this change in the future with DLT technology. Brad Garlinghouse mentioned this long ago. The reason why it takes 2 weeks to get paid from whatever company you work for is because the paperwork on the back end is just so cumbersome. And when you have a bookkeeper doing this, they could do it every week, but it would just be so much work. Enter blockchain technology, DLT, and this really changes the game. Brad Garlinghouse did say at that time that, because the technology is so refined now, that companies could theoretically, if they wanted to, pay their employees on an hourly basis. So you clock in at 9, clock out at 5, boom, 8 hours. You get paid your salary as you're walking to your car through the parking lot, that kind of thing. Anyway, the app enables customers to do international remittances, local bills, wallet-to-wallet money transfers, and much more using 3 different payment methods: Benefit Pay app, Benefit Payments Gateway. They name a few others here. One of the significant features of the new BFC Pay app, which is the digital wallet, was to comply with LMRA's Wage Protection System initiative that provides the unbanked sector in the Kingdom of Bahrain with digital salary accounts. So again, going back to people's salaries and making this, streamlining this, it sounds like, in order to create a better experience for all involved. Interesting note here, we'll link that article in the description if you guys want to read further, but wanted to thank T-Hole Benedict XRP for posting that. And Ripple partner Niam's also in the news. Niam and Al Fardan Exchange raise funds for Dubai Cares. Niam, a global payments and card issuance leader and a Ripple partner, and the UAE's pioneering international money transfer and foreign exchange company Al Fardan Exchange have raised 100,000 AED for the charity Dubai Cares. The two companies have entered a strategic partnership that will enhance payout services for Al Fardan Exchange customers in key global markets, raise the money during a charity cricket match in Abu Dhabi, adding some star power to the match. So there were some local celebrities involved. Here's a quote: "It was great to see two businesses united in partnership and united in sport, playing a game we love to benefit Dubai Cares and its dedication to youth educational programming." This was coming from Jeremiah Glodazeva, global head of brand and communications at Niam. "We enjoyed the opportunity to join with Al Fardan Exchange for the love of cricket and for such an important cause, and we look forward to a fruitful partnership well into the future." Let's also not forget, I'm just going to pull up this older tweet here from XRP Stewart on Twitter. Al Fardan Exchange is also partnered with Ripple. This from back in October of last year. "We do not yet have one globally integrated blockchain environment, which is really why we have partnered with Ripple as an entry into blockchain, whose entire system and infrastructure is emerging and evolving." So Al Fardan Exchange, again, also a Ripple partner along with Niam. So we are seeing these two like-minded companies band together and to raise money for other charities. I'm sure it is no coincidence that they are both Ripple partners, that they are both, understanding of the fact that this technology really is going to change the future for payments. But, even from a philanthropic standpoint, two companies Ripple enabled that are also like-minded from that perspective as well. So great news there. Also wanted to bring up this, Brad Garlinghouse on Twitter posting this yesterday: "Out with the old rails and in with the new." Now, this has to do with an Economic Times article. And India, guys, India needs an alternative to SWIFT payment system. Brad Garlinghouse tweeting this out. You know what they're saying? India should develop an indigenous alternative to SWIFT payment system to better protect privacy of domestic financial data and boost the economy. The parliamentary committee that is looking into the Personal Data Protection Bill 2019 has suggested. So, not to say that they are going to run on RippleNet specifically, but that they should create their own domestic service that would essentially replace the SWIFT system. What are a lot of these countries or companies doing, though, in order to fulfill that requirement? They are partnering with Ripple. The panel has recommended that an alternative indigenous financial system be developed on the lines similar to systems elsewhere, such as Ripple. So the committee observes that data protection in the financial sector is a matter of genuine concern worldwide, particularly when through the SWIFT network, privacy has been compromised widely. Indian citizens are engaging in huge cross-border payments using the same network, the panel said in its report. The Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, or SWIFT, is based in Belgium. They give you some details on that. It provides a network that enables financial institutions worldwide to send and receive money, but it is very outdated. My 2 cents. Here's a quote. The recommendations are valid. India is moving from cash to digital. That's the other thing, right? A few years ago, India did abolish some of their currency notes. I think it was the 1,000 rupee note, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just going to look it up real quick. All right, here's an article. India withdraws 501,000 rupee notes in effort to fight, what are they fighting here? Okay, it's an effort to fight corruption. So this was back from 2016. And so this has been a big push in the country, getting rid of these banknotes and moving towards a more digital system, which goes along the lines of what we are seeing here. Government should start by creating a framework for setting up infrastructure for such an entity. It will make the implementation faster. This coming from some advisors here on the panel. So Brad Garlinghouse making a note of this. Of course, they could partner with Ripple to create a new alternative for SWIFT. We have already seen many country central banks forge a partnership with Ripple in order to do similar things with CBDCs. So not entirely on the same lines as this, but very, very similar. Anyway, great news here coming straight from the horse's mouth, Brad Garlinghouse. And guys, XRP Crypto Wolf also bringing this to our attention. Ripple is hiring an applied scientist. Why this is important? Because liquidity is the basis of Ripple's success. They want to make sure XRP liquidity is available everywhere that it needs to be. So Ripple is working to build new product experiences around crypto liquidity. We believe connecting traditional financial entities like banks, payment providers, and corporations with emerging blockchain technologies and users in the path to an open, decentralized, and more inclusive financial future. Just one of the things here that they are looking for, build automated systems for delivering crypto liquidity to our customers instantly, easily, efficiently, and cost effectively. Design and implement scalable, auditable, and maintainable machine learning services at Ripple, and collaborate with Ripple engineers and data scientists to build a world-class machine learning platform. So just some of the things that they are looking for in this job posting. But again, the liquidity, that is going to be central. They just came out with the Liquidity Hub. This is the latest product that Ripple really wants to get off the ground, that Ripple really does want to succeed. So delivering liquidity, an applied scientist for that job is needed among the dozens of other job openings that Ripple has open right now. What are they up to? I think 600 employees worldwide? I don't know if that figure's right, but if you guys do have that figure, please do put it down in the comments section. Wanted to thank XRP Crypto Wolf for bringing that to our attention. And guys, I saw this. Someone brought this to my attention. I apologize. I don't remember who it was on Twitter who did show me this, but it is the DTCCs Project Ion and their platform to move development phase following a successful pilot with the industry. Now, this was from a couple of months ago, but I did not touch on this. The Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation, or DTCC, the premier post-trade market infrastructure for global financial services industry, today announced that its Project Ion initiative, an alternative settlement platform that leverages distributed ledger technology, will move into the development phase following their successful prototype pilot with the leading market participant firms. With 6 months of testing of proof of concept now completed, DTCC has the quantitative data and qualitative feedback to build out a production-ready workflow and a roadmap for, subject to regulatory approval, future full industry integration and adoption. So these guys finally have finished their pilot. And the reason why I mention this, if you guys are new to the community, is because DTCC has had a connection with Ripple for several years now, and they are huge, guys. Cage was also highlighting this project here. Let me read you guys some of these highlighted topics. The Depository Trust and Clearing Corp processes over $2 quadrillion worth of security trades last year, or processed $2 quadrillion last year. And they have moved to DLT, or Distributed Ledger Technology Settlement Pilot Project, from proof of concept to the development phase, as I just mentioned. The clearinghouse plans to launch the platform, Project Ion, or Ion, in the first quarter of 2022. It's important to note too that the platform will run alongside the DTCC's legacy system as a parallel book and infrastructure for bilateral transactions on DLT. Sounds as though they are running the old system along with the new, just in case there are some hiccups. The Depository Trust Co.'s existing system will remain the authoritative source for transactions. But down here, cryptocurrency, digitized assets, DLT, and other innovations increasingly are integral parts of the evolving financial services industry, and we are excited about the future opportunity. This coming from Murray Posmanter, head of Clearing Agency Services and Global Business Operations at DTCC. Project Ion has demonstrated that settlement in a T+1 or T+0 environment are effective use cases for DLT. So why this is important, guys? As it's mentioned here, $2 quadrillion worth of security trades last year. This is moving past cross-border transactions. This is security trades. And the clearinghouse, the DTCC, Depository Trust Clearing Corporation, they are responsible for this. And let me remind you, way back in 2016, first of all, I saw this post. This post was from last year. The DTCC is one of the largest clearinghouses of securities and derivatives in the United States. At that time, processing $1.6 quadrillion worth of transactions last year. It is also one of the largest clearinghouses in the world. After reading, though, what the DTCC is doing, I'm starting to believe we're going to the moon this year. And so that was the beginning. Actually, that was posted right after the XRP, Ripple XRP lawsuit was announced. The opening of the floodgates is upon us. So much is going on with XRP preparing to go into the derivatives market. There has to be regulatory clarity, though, before DTCC goes live on February 24th, 2020. So, of course, that was just the testing phase. Cryptos are going to go nuts, and XRP will be one of the best performing cryptocurrencies. So this coming from Wise Yoda here, back from last year. Just to reiterate, though, guys, a document from 2016, the 2016 Blockchain Symposium. So rewind 5 years. Good morning, and thank you all for joining us, and welcome to the DTCC 2016 Blockchain Symposium. These were opening remarks by Michael Bodson, the DTCC president and CEO. As the opening video made clear, there's a lot of debate on the potential of distributed ledger technology, with competing opinions ranging from skeptics and cynics to evangelists and disciples and everyone in between. While those opinions run the gamut, we can all agree that blockchain is absolutely going to impact the way we do business in the future. The turnout this morning reinforces the high level of interest this topic has generated in a relatively short period of time. We titled our symposium Blockchain Tapped the Real Potential, Cutting Through the Hype, because our goal is to move from the latter to gain a better understanding of the former. Before we begin, though, we want to spend a few minutes talking about three things, and here are the three things that they outlined in that 2016 symposium. One, the current post-trade ecosystem, an area where we can have unique expertise at DTCC. Two, the potential impact of distributed ledgers on the industry. And three, our view on the best way forward for the industry. Now, let me go right down here, right at the end of this, and I will link this document in the description of the video if you guys are interested. Right at the end, as they're closing the opening statements, he says, "I'd like to start things off by welcoming my predecessor at DTCC, a good friend, Don Donahue, who now serves as the president and CEO of Miranda Partners and as an advisor to distributed ledger technology company Ripple. Don will moderate the panel, separating hype from reality. Thank you again for attending. We appreciate you taking the time to join us and hope you enjoy the day." So, Don Donahue did join the board at Ripple in 2015, and he used to be at the DTCC, the Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation. So at that time, these guys were still just piloting RippleNet. Now we are finally seeing that they will be going into production, and I believe the timeline is 2022, if I'm not mistaken. Does it mention here? Yeah, right down here, Project Ion platform, and then pass to DTCC's existing systems for settlement processing. The Project Ion platform is anticipated to be launched in the first quarter of 2022. So boom goes the dynamite. XRP going to be central to that. We know that there is a partnership. We know that they do have a relationship. And that Brad Garlinghouse, just the other day, as I'd mentioned in a previous video, says that he sees clear skies in 2022. If you guys didn't catch that video, I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner. All signs are looking positive for the adoption of XRP, for the health of the cryptocurrency market as well. And so a bull run will be underway for many cryptocurrencies. However, the cryptocurrencies with utility, the cryptocurrencies that solve a problem, the cryptocurrencies that will have value in the future, I think, are going to see the bulk of the gains in this bull run, and maybe, even maybe, as the cryptocurrency market cools down, those cryptos could continue rallying into the future. It's a possibility. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.